What's up, you guys? This is the Fallout What If here, and today I'm going to be doing What If Deku... Sheesh! What if Naruto... No. What if Kurama was a female? Now, well, I think this is part 1 or part 2 to that, but still. Now, where I remembered being last left off, I know Naruto's 4, so all that stuff happened still, like the fight, and all that stuff, so, Hinata's going to like him, and, yeah, pretty much that. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So, I'm just going to cut to where Naruto was supposed to be learning all this, not knowing, but he had to go to school still with Iruka. Everything happens, alright? Everything happens. Naruto actually fails still because he doesn't actually, even though Kurama is helping him, she isn't, like, taking away his chakra. She's, it's somewhat being given. So, more power goes into the transformation thing, and basically, all that happens is Naruto still does his freaking sexy jutsu, which Kurama just sometimes, looks at like it's deplorable, but at the same time, seeing that man with the freaking pineapple hair, him just, passing out, that's funny to her. But he still fails due to the freaking due to him not being able to actually do anything right, and he will still learn Shadow Clone. Okay, so all that happens. Now, Naruto does know Wood Style and Fire Style, but he doesn't show it off. All right, he doesn't show it off. No, people are gonna question him. Then they're probably gonna realize the Nine Tails. So he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody. All I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to live life. Now, everything happens to the point where Mizuki tells him something. And I'm going to give him the Flying Rajin for this one. He's still going to have to learn what Rasengan is. So, yeah, pretty much, hey. I knew I was going to do something. But, this is when Kurama just tells him, Naruto, I sent somebody ahead because she's sensing for him, and with his senses as well, like his smell, his hearing, his touch, his basic senses, they're much more sharper. All right, they're much more better. Now, Naruto sees freaking Mizuki, freaking Iruka, and the whole thing happens where he tells him that he's the Nine Tails, and Naruto just says, oh yeah, you're talking about Kurumi-chan? And this is when freaking Mizuki wait, what? Hold on here. What do you mean, Kurumi-chan? And this is when he says, yeah, Kurumi-chan. You're talking about the Nine-Tailed Fox, right? And this is when freaking Mizuki is like, wait, what do you mean, Nine-Tailed Fox? Are you telling me you have talked to her? I mean, you talked to it, or are you one? Or he's wondering what does he mean, because nobody, as far as he knows, has just talked to their tailed beast, since I believe he would still be in the land of fire. And this is when freaking Naruto just says, yeah, she already told me who she was, and pretty much that's it. Freaking, he was trying to say that he is the Nine Tails, but Naruto already knew about, he isn't the Nine Tails, he's just the host. And this is when Kurama told freaking Naruto, wait a minute. This guy right here? And she's remembering all the times that this man has always looked at him looked at Naruto a little more differently. Didn't look at him like he was, like a boy. He looked at him like he was a monster. So Kurama just says, Naruto, I think it's time we have to teach this man a lesson. Because Naruto's much more confident because, you know, he technically has somebody who's, you know, much like somebody who could destroy the world with half of the chakra that they were supposed to have. You know, I think that would scare people right away. So anyway, Naruto just summons 2 wood clones, and it takes a lot from him, so that's when he's decided to do the whole shadow clone thing. But it's even more powerful. You know why? Because all the clones are doubled. Yes, he has more clones than he did last time, due to Kurama's chakra somewhat always steadily but surely filling Naruto up. Now, all the clones beat him up, but there's more. So basically, how would I say this? He's to the point where he's even more like he's going to be in a coma. All right, Naruto becomes a Genin, and now the whole thing happens with Sakura and Naruto. Sakura, Sasuke, and him. Now, this one he's going to have to wait until like Naruto's going to have to wait until the freaking the tuning exams for a little bit of a surprise. Alright, and wait, what? Bon Undead. Alright, look at that, another subscriber. Thank you. Now, Naruto does his whole thing, freaking doing stupid stuff, but he's a little more taller than Sasuke due to the fact that his genes are a little, like, just a tiny bit changed. Because Kurama gave him his chakra at a young age, so he's used to a different kind of chakra, making him much more like he adapted to the Nine-Tails chakra at a young age. Not only that, Naruto ate his vegetables. He became a little taller than Sasuke, so yeah. Now anyway, the whole thing happens. Kakashi gets hit in the head with the freaking, how you say it, what's it called? The eraser. And this is Kakashi tells them that he hates all the kids. And basically the whole dreams, you know, Sakura's already the you know how Sakura is. Sasuke, basically, you know, he has to kill a certain somebody in the emo voice. But anyway, Naruto just says he wants to be a Hokage. Not only that, his strength, his likes and dislikes, and he basically hates people that just judge others by the way they are and not what they do. And he hates people like just abandoning others. And this is when Kakashi sees this, because Naruto hates the fact that people who had Kurama basically never actually talked to her, and yeah, they all abandoned. Like, hold on. Okay, the village hated Naruto because of the fact that even though he was a Konoha villager, he was the Nine-Tails, so everybody just, you know, abandoned him like right away. Naruto feeling the sadness and probably wondering how his mother went through all this and others before him. But Naruto just knows that he doesn't care. He just doesn't want to abandon anybody or anything. Kashi sees this good part of him, and it reminds him of good times. Probably Obito, not just going to say like freaking anything else. Now, what happens is the fight commences. Naruto actually goes on all fours and just basically charges at Kakashi using one of his foot, I believe. Yeah, his foot to try to kick Kakashi, then using the other one to do something to his freaking chest, bouncing back to the freaking, how you say it, to like 5 meters away. Kakashi's all like, this guy's going to be a little interesting. But he feels that little bit of pain in his chest because Naruto just well, I think he jumped off of him, but he kicked himself as well. Or he kicked Kakashi as well. So Kakashi's just like, oh, wow, so this is kind of cool. And Naruto says, yep, but I got to, I got to fight back. Or, yeah, he's going to say something. So this is when Sasuke throws like 2 shurikens. And, Sakura's just like right next to him, just saying, oh, look at that, Sasuke's awesome, cool. Now, Naruto's trying to do a bit of kicking, some punching, one of them at least landing on Kakashi, because his fighting style is so weird. It's as if he was a ninja, an animal, and basically training in Taijutsu for quite a while. So these 3 elements are fused into one another. Naruto's actually using a fighting style that Kurama, taught him. Basically, go on all fours, use all four like limbs to attack the opponent, as well as jumping off and dodging. And basically, yeah, Naruto's doing all that. And at his age and his height, he's much more agile than Kakashi, because even if Kakashi just kicks him, Naruto would just like somewhat dodge in a weird way. And yeah, so he does use wood style to freaking like hit Kakashi, but Kakashi already like jumped out of the way. After freaking Kakashi jumped in the air, Naruto used a fireball and almost hit freaking Kakashi, because Kakashi used freaking, what is that thing called? An escape? No. A distraction? He used one of the logs. A log? So, that happens. Naruto basically tries to find him. And yeah. So Naruto just runs away because he can smell freaking Kakashi. He can actually smell him. And what Naruto does know is, if he can get away from him inside the trees, he can basically go to Sasuke and Sakura, which he knows that is close by. Whew, okay. Now, Naruto basically goes around the place trying to find Sasuke and Sakura, eventually finding them, and Naruto tells them that they have to work together. Sakura doesn't like the idea, but Sasuke thinks, hey, why not? Sakura then likes the idea. So, that happens, freaking... But here's the thing. Sakura... No. Naruto doesn't like Sakura because freaking Kurama just told him, like, straight up, no. No one's going to treat my little brother that way. No. If you, or... Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So... Naruto just tells Sasuke that we need to do something. Naruto leaving up one of his wood clones and shadow clones to basically help out Sakura and to perform a trap. So, these 2 people are now running to freaking Kakashi. Kakashi just seeing this and saying, oh wow, so you guys are using teamwork. Basically, now both people are just jumping around, punching and kicking Kakashi. Kakashi dodging some of them and like blocking some of them, but then getting hit once. Then a little bit later, twice. After that, it's going slowly but surely. A lot more punches are coming in. Naruto using a fireball, Sasuke using a fireball, both trying to land on freaking Kakashi. Kakashi dodges, but this is when one of Naruto's clones basically jumps up in the air and punches him straight in the face. Kakashi falls down and basically like, oh wow, so all you guys are very strong. And this is when Naruto just runs right behind him, due to him like using his chakra much more, and his Naito's chakra, to make him run so fast that Kakashi didn't even see it, grabbing at least one of the bells. Now, Naruto is going around just trying to dodge every attack that Kakashi can make, Because Kakashi's like, oh man, I want to hammer in some more of this freaking, he wanted to hammer in some more of the lesson. Naruto just dodging and what's called running away until the bell rings. Now, they get one freaking bell. But Kakashi knows that Sakura didn't do a damn job, a damn thing. Freaking, the both of them were getting, have bruises on them. And they're like, what'd you do, Sakura? Why didn't you help, Sakura? But anyway, Kakashi ties her up. She's hungry, and Naruto and Sasuke are just eating. Naruto offering her some food, but she says, yeah, I'm not going to have your filthy hands give me freaking food. And this is when Naruto basically punches the freaking log and looks at freaking Sakura with a red eye and says, if you don't eat some of the food that I give you the next time, I swear that we're going to get a new freaking partner. And guess what? You're not going to be alive to see that day. Sakura is just a bit scared, but Naruto says, here, eat some of the food, shut up, and go to sleep. Sakura does that, not knowing how to go to sleep. Naruto basically puts her under a genjutsu. It's not very strong, but it's enough to make somebody woozy and sleepy. Now, freaking Kakashi sees all this, and he's like, so the kid has fire style and somewhat, he said, wood style. After that, he also noticed the Uchiha brat, you know, just being very, very, very good at what he did. He used fire style. His taijutsu was basically the same, but he has learned to cope with some of the actions, because having Naruto fight him really kind of messed his like mind up a bit. Not like mentally just like hurting him, but it's like it was a new kind of thing for him to discover. So the fact that he didn't know what Sasuke was going to do basically calmed him down a bit. Now, due to the forced teamwork, but still teamwork, Kakashi, passes all of them. Everybody, both of them are happy. It's except for Sakura, because she's asleep. Now, everything flies by. Now we get to the bridge arc. Naruto and Sasuke, instead of Naruto like demanding it, he just asks him straight up, old man third, can we just have a higher rank, how would I say this? A higher ranked mission, per se, This is when freaking Hiruzen just says, well, since you asked so nicely, and since there's somebody who actually needs help right now, I guess we can do something like that. Killing kindness with kindness. Now, this is when Naruto basically does the whole freaking walking around, talking, singing, doing what Naruto does best. Kurama basically senses as well what's happening, or some strange chakra, telling Naruto to make sure he to make sure that he knows what he's doing. Naruto just says, "Don't worry, Kurumi-chan, I know what I'm going to do. But thank you anyway." Kurama says, "You're welcome." And Naruto basically throws the fireball down in the freaking water. Both ninjas having to dodge, but being stuck due to the fact that Naruto put wood style all around the freaking area. So yeah, pretty much the wood is inside of their freaking skin, because they're hooked. It's a type of wood that hooks into your skin if you're not too careful with it. So yeah, pretty much Naruto trapped them, basically telling them why are they here and why did they go inside a puddle. They're all like, we're not going to tell you. This is when Sasuke was like, I'm going to put a genjutsu right there. Let me do my own thing. But Naruto was like, no. Give me a second here. You take the one on the left, I'll take on the one on the right. This is when Naruto puts his freaking genjutsu on him. But this is one of the more not high chakra ones, because Kurama's in there. Kurama's in it. So he basically puts him into the genjutsu where he's in Naruto's mindset, which Kurama's in, and all he sees is a beast with red eyes charging at him, attacking the freaking man, but not killing him. So this is when Naruto says, oh, okay. 10 seconds has passed, and already the guy's back into the freaking real world, looking at Naruto and says, what the heck? Get me out of here. What did you do to me? And Naruto's like, oh, so you're going to tell me? And this is when the guy's like, no, never. I will never tell you. And Naruto just basically puts him back under a genjutsu, having the same thing, but much more worse. Naruto freaking doing just a bit of singing. And after that, the man just comes back even much more terrified. And he says, oh, wait, okay. I'll talk, just please. No more. Naruto's like, excellent, look at that. See what happens when you put your mind into it. So, can you tell me who sent you to do all this? This is when Naruto says, what's his face? The guy says, Gato. Geez, sorry. Naruto saying, okay, you are very kind. And basically he stabs him through the freaking neck, saying, you shouldn't now talk. And, taking it out of his freaking neck, killing him. Sasuke is a bit shook on this. Like, somebody's already killed freaking Naruto. Or not Naruto. Somebody's already killed like a ninja. And this kid is just basically singing along, doing whatever he wants. Kakashi's all like, yeah, that's basically how ninjas work. I was going to, Chidori them. But Naruto just did my job for me. And Sakura's like, look what he did. He killed another ninja. And freaking Kakashi's like, yes, that's true. He killed him. But who is to say that he wasn't going to kill us? And yeah, pretty much Sakura just can't say anything, because she is trying to tell Naruto pretty much nothing. She's not going to tell him anything. After all that happened, no, she's not going to say a dang thing anymore. So Naruto is basically walking around, just enjoying life. Then the whole freaking Zabuza thing happens. And hold on, give me a second. I know, before I even go there, I forgot to mention this. I'm going to do the freaking Rosario X Vampire thing soon, or probably today. And yeah, pretty much you guys wanted it, so because you guys keep bothering me about this 5 times in different what ifs, I'm going to do it. All right, I hear you guys. I hear you. It's just I'm only one man with a mission. What did Soldier Boy said? I'm just a kid with a dream. All right, people. I'm a 20-year-old kid with a dream. But anyway, Naruto just does his whole thing, fighting freaking freaking Zabuza. But Naruto gets cut, freaking stabbed. Zabuza kicking him down on the floor. And Naruto is just basically healing up very fast. But the fact that Kurama is just saying, "You idiot, you aren't supposed to do that at all. Didn't I just tell you what to do?" Because Naruto was just playing fighting, charging at Zabuza, and just not understanding that sometimes you have to charge like an animal, but then also you have to be smart. So the whole thing with Kakashi and Zabuza pretty much ends up the same way, but Naruto and Sasuke now go up, jump around, and basically they both throw some fireballs at him. Zabuza gets burnt a little bit. Kakashi's already, gone. Or not Kakashi. Kakashi's standing up on the floor, and he sees the two boys grabbing them before they even swim, throwing them back into the freaking not ocean, the freaking where the land is at. And now as the whole fight begins, everything happens pretty much the same. Haku does the same thing, and yeah, so everything happens like I said. But hey, I'm going to just push pause for a minute and get myself a drink. Now, everything with Inari changes. How do I say this? Inari tells them about, how things are different. Him just spouting off nonsense. Naruto telling him that he's lucky to have a mother. He doesn't even have one. His mother is not even like a human. It's a freaking fox. All of them are shocked. Kakashi's even more shocked. Everybody tells him what does he mean? And Kakashi says, "Wait a minute, Naruto. This is a freaking S-class secret." And Naruto's like, "To heck with the secret. This is technically my secret. I can actually say it because it's me." What are you guys going to do? Kill me? What? What's going to happen after that? Kurama's going to have a host. And nobody here is going to, volunteer. Now, he says, pretty much, you have a mother, I have a big sis. But you still have somebody in your life. Not only that, you have your grandfather. Not only that, you have people in the village who still probably like you, huh? And Inari just basically runs away and does his whole thing. Naruto just says, whatever, I'm just gonna get some sleep. Sakura yelling says, "Wasn't that a bit too far, Naruto? You shouldn't have done that, Naruto." This is when Naruto basically is lying down, but a sharp freaking object pierces cuts a little bit of Sakura's cheeks, and Sakura sees what it was, and all she saw was a kunai on the freaking wall, and he says, "All right, you guys, good night," and then just passes out. Now, the whole training thing is different. Naruto actually teaches, or no, not Naruto. Freaking Sakura helps not Naruto. He helps out freaking Sasuke, and Sasuke basically just says, "You just gotta do this and that, probably, and do this a little bit." So Naruto trains a lot with freaking not trains a lot. He doesn't actually train at all. He trains with freaking Kurama. Kurama teaching him a bit more usage of jutsus and helping him figure out how the flying machine truly works. Only getting bits and pieces out of it, nothing more, nothing less. But it still works. It still works. So Naruto goes around, does his thing, and the Haku situation, everything with that doesn't actually happen. So pretty much, yeah. But Naruto does have, like, you know, a full night's rest. So he's much more energetic, much more happier, because he still needs his sleep. Every ninja knows that. So, let's see. The whole fight with Zabuza and Haku go differently, like way more differently. Naruto and Sasuke basically do a fireball jutsu, which is so big that it almost burns them. And it breaks, or mostly melts the ice around the air. Haku getting stunned, and basically Naruto and Sasuke doing a taijutsu battle. Freaking with Haku. Haku throwing Senbon, but this time she doesn't actually have her mirrors. Naruto and Sasuke both punch him or her, whatever you guys want to say. And yeah, basically it's becoming a bit more harder and difficult. Sasuke and Naruto using Shuriken and Kunai to their advantage, while Haku uses measly Senbon. Now, Haku does use some ice styles or ice releases, or whatever she uses, or he, whatever. And basically it kind of fails due to the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are much more, a bit more better in what they're doing. Naruto especially due to the fact that he's dodging a lot more, and Sasuke is attacking a lot more. So, that happens. Naruto lands a clean hit on freaking Haku's gut. And when I mean a clean hit, I mean a stab wound. Sasuke basically grabbing, what's that thing called? I think it's a shuriken, okay. Grabbing some shuriken, basically doing the whole like ninja wire thing, wrapping around to Haku, and this is when Haku and Naruto basically is about to do a fireball, and so is Sasuke, but Naruto has seen Kakashi about to stab Haku. No, not Haku. Sheesh, what is that thing called? Naruto. No. Haku saw Zabuza almost about to get hit. Haku running all the way. But this is when Naruto basically teleports to freaking Haku because of the knife still being inside of her. So, what is this knife? It's not the freaking, like, knife that they have, but it is a knife, or it is a kunai, nonetheless, mixed in with tag. So, having said all that, the knife, or the kunai, was still stuck in Haku. Naruto stopping Haku, Zabuza stabbing freaking... Kakashi stabbing Zabuza. Naruto basically guts her, or him, whatever, in the guts. And yeah, she's bleeding, or she or he is bleeding a lot more. Basically, both are dead in a couple of minutes. So yeah, the whole emotional thing doesn't happen. But Sasuke feels this emotion where he's glad that Naruto is with him. Or, hold on, give me a second here. Okay. So Naruto knows that, how you say it, you have to kill. Sasuke already knowing that, but was scared. Sakura just being Sakura. Kakashi doing his own thing. And basically everybody's a bit more better in this one. Except for Sakura. She's just more, stupid. But yeah. So not Haku's freaking Gato does the whole thing. But this is when Naruto and Sasuke probably have a fireball left. And basically both combining their chakra natures together, making the ultimate fireball, burning everybody into ash. Now, I don't know how much times Sasuke can, basically do all that, fireball technique. But due to the fact that Naruto is much more stronger in this, freaking Sasuke wouldn't miss the opportunity to freaking train much more harder in what he does. So yeah, that happens, and pretty much going to say that. So, what is the bridge going to be called? Well, since Tazuna heard the whole thing with him being a shinobi and all, or not shinobi, with him having to know that, sheesh, what is that thing called? Him knowing that Naruto has a fox inside of him, knowing a bit about Jinchurikis, I don't know whether to call it the Jinchuriki Bridge, the Nine Tails Bridge, or Naruto Bridge. So you know what? You guys decide on that. Now, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel, people. This is the Fallout What If here. Bye.